This audiovisual presentation was financed by the Ministry of Agriculture and Fishing of the Junta de Andalucía. The Dehesa is an area of pastoral meadow and is southern Spain's most characteristic agro-silvo-pastoral system. This term refers to systems where the use of the soil is orientated to the simultaneous and combined rearing of the Iberian pig, sheep, goats, cattle, big and small game, and the production of firewood, charcoal, cork, as well as seasonal resources such as mushrooms and asparagus. The Dehesa is vitally important for the development of its territories. In its surroundings, significant economic, social and cultural activity takes place, whilst conserving its very diverse ecological and patrimonial ecosystem. Its conservation enables the persistence in time of numerous elements and values linked to it. To achieve the main objective of conservation and improvement proposed from all the territories in the Dehesa, it is necessary to take action in all its areas. The rural development groups from Serranía de Ronda, Sierra de Aracena and Picos de Arroche, Sierra Morena Sevillana, Valle del Alto Guadiato, Sierra Morena Cordobesa and from Los Pedroches have decided to work together. Their main objective is to stop the deterioration that the Dehesa is suffering. In order to carry this out, it is necessary to create social awareness among the inhabitants of these Andalusian municipalities and in the general society in relation to the degradation of an ecosystem that not only provides a significant economic resource, but also forms part of the identity of the autonomous region of Andalusia. The word Dehesa originates from the Latin word defensa, which in times of the Roman Empire referred to enclosed pasture land designated to the production of its own wood and cattle. Pratum defensum. In the modern ages, Sebastián de Covarrubias defined it in his dictionary of the year 1611 as defesa, field of grass where cattle graze. The Dehesa is a man-made ecosystem which originated principally from holm oak and cork tree forests. These areas of terrain were cleared to provide pasture land and grow acorns that were used to feed livestock, and more so nowadays, the Iberian pig. In short, the Dehesa is a balanced union of three parts from which man, forest and livestock all benefit equally. The ecosystem of the Dehesa provides many values which must endure for a long time. Environmental values. Unique and beautiful countryside. Natural protected spaces. Nature reserves, natural parks, biosphere reserves. It has a diversity of fauna and flora with unique and single species. Economic values. Our Dehesas provide significant farming, livestock and forestry activity that creates employment and added value to the area. In this way, it helps to stop the population from leaving the territory. Agriculture and livestock activity. The exploitation of firewood, cork and charcoal. Quality products, ham, cheese, honey. Recycling industries. Sustainable hunting and the growth in rural tourism are having a significant repercussion in our territories of the Dehesa. Patrimonial value. The Dehesas of Andalusia have a considerable patrimony which for centuries has been the fruit of the interaction between man and his surroundings. This has given rise to a characteristic patrimony of our dehesas and territories. Ancestral professions: tree fallers, pig farmers, charcoal merchants, boundary makers, shepherds, sheep shearers, beet keepers, cork producers. Livestock breeds adapted to the environment: Iberian pig, cows, sheep, fighting bulls. Our genetic patrimony originated throughout centuries at the intersection between the Dehesa and the exploitation of these breeds that make it up. The Dehesa in itself is a millenary monument which originated centuries ago and that upholds our history and customs in the same way as any monument does. Craftwork, stone walls, water wheels and fountains, shepherds' shelters, seasonal migration routes. Social value. This value, to date, is the least known. Current society values and needs spaces for entertainment and amusement. Our Dehesa presents and possesses all the characteristics that society demands. This necessity must be one of the sources from which the necessary resources are obtained to secure the sustainability of the ecosystem. The Dehesas of Andalusia, as well as all those in the rest of the Iberian Peninsula, act as enormous CO2 sumps, which reduce global warming and climate change. For this reason, making its preservation and endurance in time is a responsibility for all. The current situation of the Dehesas of Andalusia are characterized by the general aging of its trees and a lack of regeneration. The drying out of the home oak, excessive livestock loads that cause compacting and erosion of the soil, the presence of a number of damaged or dead tree trunks. To all this, we should add the general unawareness of the population regarding the reality of the Dehesa and its importance as a social and economic pillar of our territories. The new food and agriculture and global economic framework is causing a profound crisis in the farming sector. We can conclude that the Dehesas of Andalusia uphold a wide range of fundamental values for the rural development of our territories: the preservation of the biodiversity and the countryside, the preservation of the patrimony and the culture, as well as an extremely important social and environmental value. Therefore, all sectors of society that are implicated in the management and preservation of the Dehesa should plan new strategies and future commitment that guarantee the sustainability of the Dehesa. There exists an awareness of necessity to preserve the Dehesas among administrations, businesses, farming sectors, cooperatives, education centres and rural development groups of Andalusia. To guarantee the sustainability of the Dehesa, all these sectors are taking action such as the adaptation of livestock load, good forestry practices, support for quality products, the regeneration of trees, the diversification of economic activity, and of educational and revitalizing activities for the population. It is the obligation for all to continue supporting this action in any further action that enables the sustainability of the Dehesa and of the rural environment in which it is located. The Dehesa, past, present and future of our territories.